народу козацького вмій.
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Kohut with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of history.
Babushka's dance workshop tonight.
Yeah.
What gave you the idea for?
Well, we've been sort of teaching a bunch of Ukrainian folk dances for a while, and before some of our shows with Lemon Bucket, and then Marichka and Stefania and I decided, well, let's actually make an event out of it where we're just doing that Ukrainian village folk dance from Central and Eastern Ukraine, and do that, invite people and get them to know those dances and have a dance hall like they did back in the old country.
It's a basic 1, 2, 3, like a polka step. So if you want to start on your left foot, we just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think you probably haven't seen a lot of the dances for sure. The dances come mostly from the left bank, and it's sort of hard to say exactly what cities or exactly where they're from because some come from several different places.
Now, is this stage dancing, or is this Sababa dancing, or is
No.
this folk, like village?
This is village. This is original dancing that people did in villages a long time ago.
Do they still?
I'm not sure. I don't think they do it very often, but once in a while I know that they hold workshops in
And where
Ukraine.
did you pick it up?
I actually had to look up some videos online to pick it up, and Marichka sent me some stuff from Bozhichi. There's a group in Ukraine called Butya that also has some videos online, and just sort of learn them that way. Also learned them from some musicians that came from Ukraine over the last couple of years.
Сьогодні ми граємо, і ми дуже давно хотіли зробити таке, бо в Україні, принаймні в Києві, існує школа народного танцю, безкоштовно для всіх людей. І щосереди кияни та й не кияни можуть приходити на ту школу і навчитися традиційних танців. То ми вирішили таке зробити в Торонто.
Я би хотів знати, з України ви приїхали, чому не на баяні, але на piano accordion? А я знаю, що ви концерт,
то тому, бо
Тому,
як
так?
то на баяні я би вчилася дуже дорого, і Маркош не хотів, щоб я грати на баяні. То акордон якось він благородніше, і він, як на мене, знаєш, і він для різних цілей. Бо якби я грала народну музику, то мала бути гармошка. Не баян, не акордеон, а гармошка.
Так.
Як то є в народі. Але я в Lemon Bucket, я граю зараз на акордеоні, то акордеон. Це не зовсім підходящий інструмент, як для традиційної української музики, але більш-менш схоже на звучання гармошки.
It's a whole new Ukrainian culture, isn't it, that's been coming to Canada in the last few years.
When our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents came over, they brought over what was theirs at the time from a very particular part of the country. And, you know, of course, that culture evolves and it changes and it shifts, and what traditions get, I guess, upheld are different than the ones the ones that were brought over here. So we developed our own sort of Ukrainian Canadian culture that's super vibrant all over Canada. But there's a whole part of Ukrainian culture, you know, from the central part of the country and the western and the eastern part of the country that a lot of Ukrainians over here, I guess, haven't been exposed to. So people are more excited about sort of digging that up now because of what's happened, I think, in Ukraine over the last couple of years or so. Everything that we do is sort of in cooperation with all the different elements and all the different people in our community. There's the Kosa Collective, there's Kontakt, and there's St. Vladimir Institute, there's the Shevchenko Foundation, and of course we've reached outside of that as well to our Lemon Bucket community, our Fedora Upside Down community, our the Ontario Arts Council, the Canada Arts Council. We've sort of tried to bring what we're excited about, which is Ukrainian culture, and then broader Eastern European culture to people in Toronto and then people across the world.
It becomes something that everybody does at Zabava all the time.
It would be nice.
That's my goal.
It's very civilized, isn't it?
It's so much fun and it's really social, and you meet a lot of people when you dance this way. Everyone's laughing all the time.
Holding people and dancing. And,
Yeah, and it's not a waltz, and there's a bit of polka, or there's some waltzing, but I mean it's different. It's way more laid back. It's not ballroom. It's more down to earth. A lot of fun. Lots of giggling through some of the dances because they can be really silly. So it's great. It's really great fun.
Ми діти роду козацького ми.
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Cahoot with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of history.